Okay, quick question. Have you ever stood next to someone and thought, I should say something, but I have no idea what?
Oh, wow. Yes, exactly. That moment when your brain just freezes.
Right. You're not shy, you're not unfriendly, but suddenly you're like, uh, what do people say in situations like this?
And the worst part is, you actually know English.
Yes, you know words, you know grammar, but starting the conversation feels scary
Really scary because once you start thinking, what if I say something wrong? You say nothing.
Exactly. And then the moment passes and you're just standing there like, wow.
And later you think, that was awkward.
Here's the surprising thing small talk is not hard because of English.
It's hard because of fear.
Fear of starting, fear of sounding awkward, fear of the first sentence.
But today we're going to fix that.
Yes, today we'll show you how to start small talk naturally without pressure.
No perfect sentences, no stress.
Just real English in real situations.
Hey, welcome back to English with Lily and Jake.
This is the place where we learn English the way people actually use it. Real life, not textbooks.
And if starting a conversation feels difficult for you, you're in the right place.
Because in this episode, we focus on one thing only the first sentence.
That moment when everything feels uncomfortable and you don't know what to say.
We'll give you simple, natural ways to start talking, phrases you can use today.
The best part? These are the same kinds of openers native speakers use every day.
By the end, you'll feel more confident and you'll know exactly how to begin.
Okay, let's get into it.
You know what's interesting? In the last episode, when we talked about small talk in general, many people said, "Okay, I get it." But starting is still the hardest part
Yes, exactly. Understanding small talk is one thing, but actually opening your mouth and saying the first sentence feels completely different,
because that first moment feels very exposed.
right? It's like you're stepping into the conversation without knowing what will happen next.
And even if you enjoyed our previous episode, you might still think, that sounds nice, but I still wouldn't know what to say.
Which makes total sense, by the way.
Totally. That's why today is not about theory or explanations.
Today is about that exact moment. When you're there, the other person is there, and you need one simple way to begin.
Just one sentence that feels natural.
And once that sentence is out, everything feels a little easier.
Let's be honest. Most people don't stay silent because they don't know English.
Exactly. They stay silent because they're afraid of how the other person will react.
You start thinking, what if this sounds weird? Or what if they don't answer?
Or even worse, what if I interrupt them or bother them?
Oh, yes, that one is very common.
And suddenly, instead of speaking, you're having a full conversation inside your head
A very stressful conversation.
with a lot of what ifs.
But here's something important native speakers don't wait until they feel ready.
They start talking before they feel comfortable.
And that's the key difference.
They accept that the first sentence might be simple or a little awkward.
Because small talk is not about saying the perfect thing.
It's about showing that you're open to connecting.
So if fear is the real problem, the solution can't be complicated English.
Exactly. It has to be something simple enough to use even when you're nervous.
Something you don't need to prepare in advance.
Something that works in real life, not just in your head.
And the good news is you already know how to do this in your own language.
You just haven't learned how to transfer it into English yet.
So instead of memorizing perfect sentences, we'll focus on natural moves people use every day.
Small, easy ways to open a conversation without pressure.
And once you hear them, you'll probably think, oh, that's it?
Yes, exactly. It's much simpler than you expect.
Let's start with the easiest and most natural way to begin small talk.
This one works almost everywhere, and you don't even need a question.
You simply comment on what's happening right now.
What you see, what you hear, or what you're both experiencing.
For example, you can say, it's really busy today.
Or, this place is nice, isn't it?
Notice how relaxed those sentences feel.
They don't demand anything from the other person.
They just open the door.
Let's imagine a simple situation.
Okay? You're standing in a cafe waiting for your order,
You look around and say, it's really busy today.
and the other person might say, yeah, I didn't expect that.
That's it. The conversation has started.
And if they only say, yeah, that's also okay.
Because your goal was not to create a deep conversation.
Your goal was just to break the silence.
Exactly. Commenting on the situation feels safe because it's neutral.
You're not asking personal questions.
You're not invading anyone's space.
You're just sharing a moment.
And people usually respond to that, even without thinking.
That's why this method is so powerful.
It feels natural even when your English is not perfect.
And once you try it a few times, it starts to feel normal.
Not scary, just normal.
Once you feel comfortable commenting on the situation, there's another very natural step you can take.
Yes, and this one feels friendly but still safe.
Asking a light question,
Not a deep question, not a personal one.
just something simple that's easy to answer.
Exactly the kind of question people don't need to think about.
For example, have you been here before?
Or, is this your first time here?
These questions work because they don't put pressure on the other person.
They can answer with one word or they can say more.
And either option is completely fine.
Let's imagine the same cafe situation,
You've already commented on how busy it is.
and then you add, have you been here before?
The other person might say, yeah, a few times.
Or, no, it's actually my first time.
And suddenly you have something to continue with,
You can say, oh, really? Or, nice.
or even, what do you usually order?
But notice something important here.
You don't need to plan the next sentence in advance.
You listen first.
Safe questions give the conversation direction without forcing it.
And that's why they're so useful when you're nervous.
They help you start without feeling like you're doing something wrong.
Just curious, friendly, and normal.
There's another topic that feels very natural in small talk, and almost everyone understands it.
Time.
Yes, time and plans.
Because everyone has a day, a schedule, or something they're doing.
That's why questions like long day work so well.
Or busy week.
These questions feel human, not invasive.
Let's imagine you're at work or waiting somewhere.
You look at the other person and say, long day?
They might answer, oh, yes, very long.
Or they might say, not too bad, actually.
And right there, you already have something to react to.
You can say, I know that feeling.
Or that's good to hear.
You're not asking for details.
You're just opening space for conversation.
Talking about time feels safe because it's temporary.
It doesn't demand a story or explanation,
It just shows interest.
and that's often enough to keep things moving.
Now let's talk about something very important that many learners forget.
You don't always need to keep talking,
Sometimes one sentence is enough.
and then you pause.
That pause feels scary, right?
Oh, yes, silence feels uncomfortable at first.
But silence is not a problem.
Silence gives the other person space to respond,
For example, you say, nice weather today.
and then you stop.
If they want to talk, they will.
If they don't, that's okay too.
Small talk is an invitation, not a demand.
You don't need to fill every second with words.
Sometimes the pause is what makes the conversation feel natural.
And once you accept that, speaking becomes much easier.
Before we finish, there's one important rule we want you to remember.
And honestly, this rule changes everything.
Not every small talk will turn into a conversation.
And that's completely normal.
Sometimes the other person responds.
Sometimes they don't.
That doesn't mean you did something wrong.
It just means they weren't ready, or they were busy, or they didn't feel like talking.
Native speakers know this and they accept it.
They don't take it personally.
They try and then they move on.
Small talk is a skill, not a test.
And like any skill, it gets easier with practice.
The more you try, the less scary it feels.
And one day you realize, wow, this feels normal now.
So if you remember just one thing from today, remember this.
You don't need a perfect sentence.
You just need a first sentence.
Try one of these ideas today, even in a small situation,
A cafe, an elevator, work, anywhere.
and notice how it feels when you don't overthink it.
If this episode helped you feel a bit more confident, we're really glad.
Because that's exactly why we make these conversations.
To help you speak real English without fear.
If you want more episodes like this, subscribe to English with Lily and Jake.
In the next episode, we'll talk about how to keep small talk going without feeling awkward.
Until then, take it easy.
And remember, speaking English doesn't have to be perfect to be real.